So we are left with some big challenges. Whatever we've been doing, we got to admit, hasn't been working, because every year the Tribune company shrinks a little bit more. And I have some theories about why that is, and I have some theories about what we should do about it. I have friends, and you have friends, who think Yahoo, Google, and AOL are the trio that are going to put out the morning paper. And by the way, if we change nothing, they're right. We just started, or we will start probably next week, an experiment in Hartford where the TV stations and radio stations can cross-sell each other. And that will be an interesting experiment. We'd like to know what you think we can be doing differently. There's tremendous untapped potential. And obviously, everybody believes directionally, and part of that is the web. I said in Florida, and I probably shouldn't repeat it here because some will mishear the message, I'm looking at this as we're not even in the newspaper business anymore. We're in the online 24-hour interactive business, and we print once a day for the record. Now, does that mean I don't believe in print? Of course not. Print will be here long after I'm gone, and it's our job to see that that's true. But the way to get the wind at your back is to go the way it's blowing. And if, in fact, younger readers are reading the news on their desktop, we can do one of two things. I've heard some proposals about how we need to drop out of the AP and sue everybody and take Google to court, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. We can't stop the internet, and we can't stop the fact that the news has been democratized, and that the number 3, quote, news site now is Matt Drudge, who works out of his basement. And when I said that down at TI, they said, well, yeah, but half the stuff he prints isn't true. I said, so what? Half the stuff we print isn't true either. Just we try harder. I mean, that genie's out of the bottle. So if we want to get the wind to our back, how do we look at it? If we were people from Mars and somebody said, hey, here's a bunch of money, go start internet businesses, we'd say, okay. And they say, oh, by the way, you get the morning call, and you get the Chicago Tribune, and you get WPIX in New York, and you get these fabulous brands that reach millions of people. You get the big bullhorn in every town where you want to build the local portal. What would you do? How would you handle that opportunity? Not the way we're doing it. Our websites look like the newspaper. I mean, directionally. Classified ad online, I see what's for sale, I get the phone number. Just like the paper. I can't see a picture, I can't interact, I can't ask questions, I can't buy it, I can't auction it, I can't reserve it, I can't click on a button and see how to get there from my house. Why not? I got a lot of ideas. I am certain some of them are great. And I'm just as certain that some of them are really terrible. I just don't know which is which. And if you don't help sort it out, we're screwed. The culture at the tower is one where I am certain, if I went through the tower and said, gosh, I'm really tall and good looking, aren't I? Everyone would say really tall and very good looking. Please. We think in terms of cost per inch, cost per thousand. And everybody out here talking about the web from the newspaper business talks about attracting more eyeballs so we can get a higher cost per thousand. How can we get more traffic to our website? That's the wrong question. We think in those terms because the only thing we have is bigger audience must mean more value. Your customers want to ring a cash register. In an interactive world, we can get much closer to measuring that result. We need to do a much better job of taking advantage of the full potential that this amazing bullhorn has to drive business to real interactive businesses that were designed for the interactive space and are not merely brand extensions of their print analogs. And one of these days we'll make TI aware of the fact that we own broadcast stations too. I think there is tremendous opportunity, and it's not about trading dimes for dollars for dimes. It's about trading $1 for 75 cents and losing 50 cents in cost along the way, and then acquiring a much greater ability to target customers and be accountable and be effective for our advertisers. And I think the combination of the two is very powerful. All right, we'll take questions. Thanks for indulging me.